Chapter 301. Breaking the 12th physical limit. My strength is much stronger than before, and it should belong to the 3rd grade among the 9-star Emperor level. Yi Tian estimated. Before, he was considered a 4th grade 9-star Emperor level, only a little stronger than the 5th grade 9-star Emperor level. But now that he has stepped into the 3rd grade of the 9-star Emperor level, if he fights Lu Qingyi again, he will definitely not defeat his opponent so hard. It will definitely be easier. He looked at the 5-fold weak water, which only consumed a little, but the soil was completely consumed. Based on the amount of 5-fold weak water, it is estimated that it can only support him to complete the 13th physical limit. After that, he will need to prepare resources again, otherwise there will be no way to cultivate quickly. Presently, the only way for him to make money quickly is the Virtual World Challenge. But if the challenge can't be won all the time, he could continue to win 21 consecutive victories and may be able to defeat the opponent. But the opponents arranged behind the virtual world must be 9-star Emperor level. If he encounters a 1st or 2nd grade 9-star Emperor level, he is estimated to be defeated, and he will have to lose a lot of money at that time. So, he must be careful with every challenge. I just broke through my cultivation, and I will first carry out the 21-game winning streak challenge, and then I should stabilize the realm. Yi Tian decided. So, he entered the virtual world and challenged for his 21st consecutive victory. This time, the virtual world didn't advertise him. But although he recruited a lot of black fans last time, he also had a small number of fans. Therefore, as he won 21 consecutive victories, many viewers began to buy tickets to watch Yi Tian's 21st consecutive victory. But the number of spectators was obviously not as large as last time. Only a dozen people watched the game. More than 100,000 people watched the game, and the tickets were only more than 1 million, which can be said to be better than nothing. However, Yi Tian set a bet of 50 million this time, but he didn't know if anyone would agree. One by one, the martial artists rejected the random match in the virtual world because Yi Tian was also a little famous. Those emperors naturally investigated Yi Tian first, and when they saw that their strength was not as good as Yi Tian's, they would definitely not agree to the challenge. Their money didn't come from the wind, so why would they send money to Yi Tian? Half a day later, an emperor-level martial artist finally agreed to Yi Tian's challenge. Character: King of Black Bears. Record: 10,934 wins, 321 defeats. Judging from the battle record, this is an emperor with a lot of combat experience, and he has been in the virtual world for a long time. Although he lost 321 times, Yi Tian would not underestimate the other party. With more and more records, the opponents behind this King of Black Bears are basically 9-star Emperor level. The probability of encountering the 1st and 2nd 9-star Emperor level is not small, so it is normal to lose so many games. This person dares to take Yi Tian's challenge. His strength is naturally not weak, and he must be very confident in himself. Moreover, he completely agreed to the bet of 50 million star coins. The next day, Yi Tian's match with the King of Black Bears began. More than 100,000 spectators arrived, and 2 spectators in the middle of the term attracted the attention of many people. Lu Qingyi and Qin Zixuan. The two of them actually came to watch Yi Tian's battle. In the audience, Lu Qingyi and Qin Zixuan were chatting. Xing Yi, who do you think will win between Yi Tian and the Giant Bear Emperor? Qin Zixuan asked. The Giant Bear Emperor is the true title of the King of Black Bears, and he also has a certain reputation in Qinfeng Giant City. If Yi Tian only has the previous strength, then the Giant Bear Emperor has a 70% chance of winning. After all, Yi Tian's methods were exposed, and the Giant Bear Emperor would not be so easily fooled. The Giant Bear Emperor is infinitely close to the 3rd rank of the 9-star Emperor level, and his defense is very strong. Yi Tian's hope of winning is very small. Lu Qingyi said. Yes, the Giant Bear Emperor's defense is indeed very perverted. It is said that he has a god-level defense talent, and he also has a rare Yuan Force defense secret technique. Even an emperor level of the same level is difficult to break through his defense. Qin Zixuan agreed with Lu Qingyi's statement and nodded in response. You should have investigated Yi Tian. Have you gained anything? Asked Lu Qingyi. I've checked it. I didn't get anything. He wasn't a person from Yinyuxing before, but came from other places, and now he has joined Yinyuxing. How big the universe is. Our Qin family can still dominate in the Qinfeng Giant City, but it is nothing in the entire Yinyu star. If it is placed in the entire galaxy, it is even less worth mentioning. How can we check? Qin Zixuan said helplessly. Sure enough, it's a martial artist other than Yinyu star. Lu Qingyi had already guessed. But there were very few foreign martial artists, and even fewer foreign martial artists were assigned to Qinfeng Giant City. Soon, the battle was on. Rumble. The Giant Bear Emperor rushed over directly, not only opening the god-level defense talent, but even casting a Yuan Force defense secret technique. He saw that the Yuan Force in his body turned into bear hair, covering his body, and the whole person seemed to have turned into a white bear. It was precisely because of this Yuan Force defense secret technique that he had the title of Giant Bear Emperor. At this time, the Giant Bear Emperor completely ignored Yu Tian's attack. The stars are gone. Yu Tian came up with a god-level sword technique and shattered this space. Countless space debris bombarded the Giant Bear Emperor's body, shattering his Yuan Force defense secret technique and breaking his god-level defense talent. But even so, the Giant Bear Emperor was only slightly injured. What a terrifying means of defense! Yu Tian praised. The Yuan Force defense secret technique is a very precious secret technique. There is no such secret technique on the Earth, and it is also very rare in Yinyu Star. Most of the Emperor level does not have such a Yuan Force defense secret technique. Only a very small number of Emperor level and some Big Force disciples can have ordinary Yuan Force defense secret technique. And Lu Qingyi and the Giant Bear Emperor's Yuan Force defense secret technique is undoubtedly relatively top-notch, otherwise there would be no such effect. But just one Yuan Force defense secret technique was far from enough to block Yu Tian's attack, and Yu Tian was very curious about what level the Giant Bear Emperor's defensive talent was. Swish! Yu Tian teleported to the side of the Giant Bear Emperor and attacked the Giant Bear Emperor with the Great Tearing Divine Claw. At the same time, he also used the copy talent to check the talent of the Giant Bear Emperor. Human. Lin Chong. Cultivation talent, Dawn level. Strength talents, Arcanon. Speed talent, Arcanon. Defense talent, God level. Palm talent, Wei Yu. God level defense talent. No wonder after my strength has greatly improved, it is still difficult to break this guy's defense. It turns out that he has God level defense talent. Yi Tianming realized. At the same time, he was also secretly happy because he had copied the Giant Bear Emperor's God-level defense talent. In this way, his defense ability has been strengthened a lot, and his life-saving means have become stronger. Boom! 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 Yi Tian attacked the Giant Bear Emperor again and again. After breaking the 12th physical limit, his speed and strength were much stronger than before, and his spatial confinement ability was also enhanced a lot, completely suppressing the Giant Bear Emperor. After a while, the Giant Bear Emperor showed a trend of exhaustion, and the injuries on his body became more and more serious. In the audience, Qin Zixuan and Lu Qingyi opened their mouths wide, very shocked. They thought that the Giant Bear Emperor had a winning rate of more than 70%, but they didn't expect to be beaten throughout the whole process. Where is this 70% winning rate? Obviously, it is a 0% winning rate. Xing Yi, has this guy's strength increased a lot, or did he deliberately hide it before? Qin Zixuan wondered. It should have broken the physical limit once, so I was able to increase my strength. Lu Qingyi guessed. It's a pity that in the virtual world, they can't judge Yu Tian's cultivation, otherwise they can judge how many times Yu Tian has broken his physical limit. 5 minutes passed. The Giant Bear Emperor had already been beaten to the point of not being human, and before Yu Tian could kill the Giant Bear Emperor, the Giant Bear Emperor decisively admitted defeat. I throw in the towel. As soon as the words fell, the Giant Bear Emperor was removed. Yu Tian won 21 consecutive victories. I'm lucky. I've got another 50 million star points. Yu Tian smiled in his heart. He was very satisfied with this challenge. After going offline, Yu Tian began to fuse the God-level defense talent that he had just copied in his hand. Soon, his defensive talent was upgraded from the arcane level to the God level. Through the communication talent imprint, he knew that the effect of the God-level defense talent was to increase the defense ability by 300 times, which was 3 times stronger than the arcane-level defense talent. Chapter 302. The God-level defense talent, plus the God-level iron armor talent among the 5 elements transformation talent, plus the mystery-level Vajra bone talent, my defense ability is simply off the charts. But the Vajra bone talent is not a pure defense talent after all. Plus my cultivation is a little lower, compared with the defense of the giant bear emperor, it is only comparable. Yi Tian said darkly. What he wanted was a defense that far surpassed the giant bear emperor, so that his combat power could be greatly increased. Judging from his defensive talent, it will be difficult for him to continue to improve. However, it can improve defense capabilities in other aspects, such as the Yuan Force Defense Secret Technique. It's a pity that the Yuan Force Defense Secret Technique is very rare. Even an ordinary Yuan Force Defense Secret skill is very expensive, and Yi Tian can't look down on the ordinary Yuan Force Defense Secret Technique at all. But those top-notch Yuan Force Defense Secret skills, he can't get them now. Forget it. If you have a chance in the future, let's get another top-notch defense secret technique. Yi Tian thought to himself. Immediately, he began to retreat again. In Qinfeng Giant City, at the city lord's mansion, in an incense pavilion, Lu Qingyi came to see Qin Zixuan, and the two chatted. Xing Yi, you rarely come to me. Every time I look for you, is there something big about you coming this time? Qin Zixuan was curious. Lu Qingyi was a little embarrassed and said, that's the case. Don't I have no money? I don't want to compromise with my grandfather, so I want to find some way to make money. As you know, there are many ways to make a little money, but I don't need a little money. So I searched for a long time and finally found a suitable one. Once this order is completed, I will be able to make at least 1 billion or more billion. 1 billion? What is the way to make money that can make 1 billion at once? Qin Zixuan was surprised. She had only lost 10 billion, not to mention spending all her savings, and borrowed a lot of money from several of her cousins, and was distressed. Have you ever heard of the Black Gold Kirinman? Lu Qingyi asked. Black Gold Qilin Beast? That Black Gold Qilin Beast with spatial talent? Qin Zixuan was surprised. This fierce beast is very famous in the fierce beast world. It not only has a spatial talent, but also has a god-level light speed talent, and it acts like a black light through the void, very fast. The spatial talent coupled with the god-level light speed talent makes the Black Gold Unicorn very terrifying among the fierce beasts. What's more important is that the bloodline talent of the Black Gold Unicorn is also very high. Basically, it is the sun-level bloodline talent. Once it becomes a god-level fierce beast, the strength of the Black Gold Unicorn beast is extremely terrifying. Moreover, when flying, the Black Gold Kirin is very stable and will not cause its body to jolt due to its speed, which makes it one of the best mounts. Many true gods would love to have a Black Gold Kirin mount, but Black Gold Kirin is too rare to catch. That's right, Lu Qingyi said with great certainty. I know the location of a Black Gold Unicorn beast. If we capture this Black Gold Unicorn beast and sell it to any of our 2 true gods, it should be very easy to sell billions of star points, right? Are you sure we can capture the Black Gold Kirin? Qin Zixuan questioned. Don't worry, it's an Emperor-level Black Gold Unicorn beast, not a God-level one. If it's a God-level Black Gold Unicorn beast, it's not an exaggeration to sell tens of billions of star points. According to my information, the strength of that Emperor-level Black Gold Unicorn is probably at the 9-star Emperor level. Of course, the Black Gold Kirin beast with space talent and God-level light speed talent, we can't capture it. But we can find allies. Lu Qingyi said, looking for allies? Who are you looking for? If you are looking for a powerful god level, the benefits are probably taken away by the other party, right? Qin Zixuan frowned. Let's not look for god level. Let's look for emperor level allies. Lu Qingyi said, Emperor level? The spatial talent of the Black Gold Qilin beast is basically at the pseudo-arcane level. In the face of such a Black Gold Unicorn, the ordinary 9-star Emperor level is useless, and it can't restrain the other party's pseudo-spatial mystery. How can we capture it? Qin Zixuan said helplessly. Lu Qingyi said with a smile, you forgot. There is an Emperor level who has a pseudo-mysterious level spatial talent, which can compete with the spatial talent of the Black Gold Unicorn beast a little. Plus you and my whole cards, you should be able to capture that Black Gold Unicorn beast. You mean, Qin Zixuan thought of a hateful Emperor-level Emperor of 10,000 laws. You want to find the Heavenly Emperor of 10,000 laws to cooperate? No, he has made me miserable. If you don't want to, I'll find someone else. Lu Qingyi said, don't. Qin Zixuan hurriedly grabbed Lu Qingyi. Qingyi, I'm joking, let's find him if I look for him. But can he agree? Don't worry, he'll agree. Lu Qingyu was full of confidence. Xing Yi, where is that black gold unicorn beast? Qin Zixuan asked. In the abyss of eternity. Lu Qingyu said. What? There? You're too bold. Qin Zixuan's eyes widened. The eternal abyss is not an ordinary place. It is said that a crack was made by a great power in ancient times on the Yinyu star, stretching deep into the earth. After countless years, the abyss of eternity has become a paradise for ferocious beasts. Maybe the rules have changed. The rules of the eternal abyss are very exclusive to the god level. If the god level enters the eternal abyss, the strength will be greatly damaged, and it is easy to be discovered by the god level beasts of the eternal abyss. Because of this, powerhouses above the god level did not dare to enter the abyss of eternity at all. Of course, there are many powerful existences that Yinyu star can sweep across the eternal abyss. But it has not destroyed the eternal abyss because the eternal abyss is also a good place for emperor-level powerhouses. The eternal abyss has bred a lot of good things, and many emperors will venture into the eternal abyss to find opportunities. But there are very few emperors who can really come out alive, and most of them have fallen into the abyss of eternity. Qin Zixuan had never entered the eternal abyss, so she was a little afraid of the eternal abyss. We don't go deep into the abyss of eternity. We only operate on the periphery. Because that black gold unicorn beast was in the eternal abyss, it was difficult for the emperor level to capture it, and if a large number of emperor level were dispatched, it would attract the attention of powerful god level fierce beasts. It's best to have 3 or 4 emperor level actions, so that it is the safest. I learned this news from one of the elders of my family, and no one else knows about it yet. Lu Qingyu said. Qin Zixuan pondered for a while and said, okay, I agree. Anyway, we all have means to save our lives, and we have a great chance of surviving. A black gold unicorn beast, it's worth our risk. We can't always rely on our family. We have to make our own money. Well, then let's go find the heavenly emperor of 10,000 laws. Lu Qingyu urged. Good. Qin Zixuan nodded in response. Yi Tian's residence, they already knew. With their place in Qinfeng Giant City, the residence of an emperor-level person can be easily found. After a while, they came to the outside of Yi Tian's villa. Emperor of 10,000 laws, are you at home? Qin Zixuan's voice came in. Yi Tian was in retreat, and the soundproof formation was opened. Although Qin Zixuan's voice could not be heard, the induction formation reminded Yi Tian that there was someone outside. Immediately, he removed the soundproof formation and other formations, and his divine sense probed the past. Qin Zixuan, Lu Qingyu. Why are the two of them here? Could it be that they are looking for me to settle accounts? Yi Tianxia said consciously. He quickly shook his head, though. He didn't detect malice in the two of them, but there was a hint of kindness. Obviously, the two women are not here to find trouble, and besides, there is no contradiction between him and them, just that he defeated the two of them and made them lose money. But he can't be blamed for this. He can't deliberately admit defeat. Come in. Yi Tian's voice came out. The door opened, and Qin Zixuan and Lu Qingyu walked into Yi Tian's villa. In the hall, Yi Tian sat down with the two girls. Do you have anything to do with me? Yi Tian asked directly. Chapter 303. Qin Zixuan glanced at Lu Qingyu, meaning to let Lu Qingyu speak. Lu Qingyu immediately said, Emperor of 10,000 laws, we want to capture a fierce beast and lack a teammate, so we ask you for help. I don't want to. Yi Tian immediately refused. He is so short of time now, he doesn't have enough time to cultivate every day. How can he have time to catch fierce beasts? Seeing that Yi Tian refused so quickly, Lu Qingyu hurriedly said, Emperor Wenfa Heaven, you have to listen to our words, or after listening to our offer, you can consider whether to refuse. Okay, let's talk about it. Yi Tian was interested in Lu Qingyu's offer. He thought that Lu Qingyu was asking him to join the team and divide the money according to the harvest, so he was not too interested. But Lu Qingyu wanted to make a price, so they could talk about it. In that case, he had some interest. Lu Qingyu smiled slightly and said, Wanfa Heavenly Emperor, I have fought with you, and I have also seen you fight with the Giant Bear Emperor. Judging from the two battles, you should not have the Yuan Force Defense secret technique, right? If you're willing to help us capture the beasts, I can contribute a 7-star Elemental Force Defense secret technique. 7-star Yuan Force Defense Secret Technique. Yi Tian was really moved. Before, he had also inquired about the Yuan Force Defense Secret Technique, and he also knew the level of the Yuan Force Secret Technique. What was really sold on the market was a 1 or 2-star Yuan Force Defense Secret Skill, and each defense secret skill was worth millions of star points, or even tens of millions of star points. One can imagine how precious the 7-star Yuan Force Defense Secret Technique is. The 7-star Yuan Force Defense Secret Technique is a top-notch defense secret skill, and it is a Yuan Force secret skill that cannot be traded in Yinyu Xing. Are you really willing to pay a 7-star Yuan Force Defense Secret Technique? Yi Tian asked in disbelief. Of course. Lu Qingyu nodded, but the premise is that you must not tell anything about the secret technique of the 7-star Yuan Force Defense. Even if someone asks you in the future, you can't say that we gave it to you. Why? Is there something wrong with the origin of that defensive secret technique? Yi Tian frowned. If there is some problem with the defense secret technique, he doesn't dare to ask for it. Who knows what trouble it will cause? No problem, Lu Qingyu hurriedly explained. It's because the high-level leaders of Qinfeng Giant City and many big names in Yinyu Star strictly control the circulation of some treasures, including the high-level Yuan Force Defense Secret Technique. The Yuan Force Defense Secret Technique I accidentally obtained can be contributed to the family. If it is sold or traded, it will inevitably break this rule. I see. Yi Tian understood, so he promised, if I agree to your invitation, really help you complete the capture task, and get that defense secret technique, then I will definitely not divulge the secret. But the problem now is that you have to reveal the content of the mission, otherwise I won't dare to take your mission at will. If the danger is too great, I won't do it. He is not stupid. The mission is so richly rewarded. You can imagine how difficult the mission is this time. If it is really just an ordinary arrest task, with the background of the two of them, it is easy to mobilize a lot of Emperor level, and even some of the 9-star Emperor level can be mobilized, and there is no need to pay anything at all. Why did they come to him? There must be some reason for this. If he didn't understand it clearly, he wouldn't be fooled by the 7-star Yuan Force Defense Secret Technique. Lu Qingyu explained, 10,000 heavenly emperors, the fierce beast we want to capture is the black gold Qilin beast. This is a fierce beast with pseudo-mystery level space talent and god level light speed talent, and its combat power should be at the 9-star emperor level, and it lives in the eternal abyss. Lu Qingyu and Qin Zixuan knew that Yi Tian had just arrived, and he definitely didn't know what the ancient abyss was, so they explained it in detail, and even the origin of the black gold Qilin beast. After listening, Yi Tian completely understood. I see. Yi Tian finally knew why these two women came to him to capture the black gold Qilin beast. It was because of his pseudo-mystic level spatial talent, which could compete with the pseudo-mystery level spatial talent of the black gold Qilin beast. And capturing the black gold Qilin beast, it is useless to have more people, but it will attract the attention of the powerful beasts of the ancient abyss, and the fewer people, the better. That's why the two of them came to him. When he heard the origin of the black gold Qilin beast, Yi Tian had actually decided. He was going to capture the black gold Qilin. Not for anything else, just for the two talents of the black gold Qilin beast, the pseudo-arcane level spatial talent and the god level light speed talent. The god level light speed talent should be a god level talent formed by the fusion of the mystery level light talent and the speed talent, and such a talent may be able to be fused with Yi Tian's extreme speed talent to form a more advanced god level talent. After reaching the god level speed talent, he didn't have as many mystery level speed talents as he copied, and only by copying more advanced god level speed talents might be able to improve his speed talent. And the god level light speed talent may be able to make his god level speed level talent fusion and transformation. But what really surprised Yi Tian was the pseudo-mysterious level spatial talent of the black gold Qilin beast. That was the talent he really cared about and desired. The spatial talent is too difficult to improve, and it is not until today that he has realized the mystery of his spatial talent to 2%. As for the 3% spatial mystery, he doesn't know when he will be able to realize it. But there is a way to quickly improve the realm of pseudo-mystical spatial talents, and that is to fuse other pseudo-arcane level spatial talents. It's a pity that there are too few humans or beasts with spatial talents, let alone people or beasts with pseudo-arcane level spatial talents. So far, he has not found one. Now, the black gold Kirin beast has appeared, and what it has is exactly the pseudo-arcane level spatial talent. If he copies and fuses the opponent's pseudo-arcane level spatial talent, his spatial talent will inevitably be able to skyrocket, and it will be even more powerful and terrifying than before. A 7-star Yuan Force Defense Secret Technique, a pseudo-mystery level space talent, plus a god-level light speed talent. If you don't take the 3 major benefits, you're a fool, Yi Tian said to himself in his heart. But on the surface, he couldn't show too much surprise, but pretended to be a tangled and embarrassed look. After pondering for a long time, Yi Tian finally gritted his teeth and said, "Okay, I agreed. When will I leave?" "Leave as soon as possible. Too late will change," Lu Qingyu said. The 3 of them discussed and prepared to leave tomorrow. Yi Tian had nothing to prepare, so he had a good night's rest. Day 2. Lu Qingyu and Qin Zixuan came to Yi Tian again, and the 3 of them left together. The Eternal Abyss is far, far away from the Qin Feng giant city. If it is flying, with the suppression of the martial artists by Yinyu Star, it will take at least a few days to fly before it can reach the Eternal Abyss. So, the 3 of them left in the teleportation array. After teleportation again and again, the 3 of them came to a big city, the city of 10,000 blood. The scale of 10,000 blood city is second only to the giant city, but it is still at the level of the big city, and it is one of the countless big cities in the Heavenly War continent. But the reputation of the 10,000 blood city is not weaker than that of ordinary giant cities. Because the city of 10,000 blood was built near the Abyss of Eternity, and the 2 places were only separated by 1,000,000 miles. Yi Tian and the 2 girls came to the city of 10,000 bloods and went straight to the Abyss of Eternity. In a few moments, they arrived at the Abyss of Eternity. Beyond the Abyss of Eternity, the 3 of them stood and looked at each other, only to feel that the Eternal Abyss was like a huge gluttony, devouring everything. It was pitch black inside, and they couldn't see anything from the outside, only that the breath of countless fierce beasts was permeating out. "Be careful. Pay attention to the aura. There are all kinds of fierce beasts in here," Lu Qingyu reminded Yi Tian. Yi Tian nodded lightly, restrained his breath, and immediately walked into the Eternal Abyss with Lu Qingyu and Qin Zixuan. Chapter 304. Yi Tian has the talent of stealth. In fact, if he can be invisible, it will be very safe to enter the Eternal Abyss. But he didn't want to expose his stealth talent, and if he wanted to take people to be invisible, he had to touch other people's skins, and he felt that Lu Qingyu and Qin Zixuan would definitely not do it. Therefore, he didn't mention the stealth talent at all. Entering the Eternal Abyss, black aura poured into Yi Tian's body. If you don't have a dark talent, it will be difficult to absorb the dark energy, and if you are wrapped in the dark energy, you will feel very uncomfortable. But Yi Tian has copied many types of talents, and naturally has the talent of the dark system. Therefore, the dark vitality is no different from ordinary vitality to Yi Tian. Lu Qingyu and Qin Zixuan had treasures that could isolate the dark energy, so they didn't feel uncomfortable. Lu Qingyu took a map to identify the direction and led the way in front, with Yi Tian and Qin Zixuan following behind. "Remember, let's try not to fight the fierce beasts of the dark abyss before we find our target, otherwise we will be in trouble if we attract the attention of god-level fierce beasts," Lu Qingyu reminded. Yi Tian and Qin Zixuan nodded. The 3 of them flew at a speed that was neither fast nor slow, and kept flying down. The dark abyss is very deep, and I don't know how deep it is. There are many suspended continents floating in the dark abyss, and those fierce beasts basically live on these suspended continents. Yi Tian and the 3 of them did not approach these suspended continents and only flew in the dark void. But even so, they soon encountered a bunch of fierce beasts. This group of fierce beasts is a fierce beast of the same race, about 10 meters long, similar to the appearance of bats, and its body is dark red. "It's the dark blood bat." Qin Zixuan frowned. The dark blood bat is only a saint-level fierce beast, and its strength is not worth mentioning. But the key problem is that this group is completely controlled by the blood bat king, and any dark blood bat can contact their king. And the number of dark blood bats is extremely terrifying. Even if you only kill this small group of dark blood bats, it will quickly attract countless dark blood bats. When the time comes, even if they kill the dark blood bat, they will attract the attention of the powerful beasts nearby. "Xing Yi, what should I do?" Do you want to escape? Qin Zixuan asked. The situation in the Dark Abyss is complicated, and each area has different beasts. The map in my hand was drawn by our Lu family, and it was the safest route to that place. If it's a detour, we don't know the situation in other directions, and if one of them breaks into the territory of a powerful god-level beast, it's over. Lu Qinyi's words show her attitude. If you don't escape, you can directly kill this group of dark blood bats, but how to kill them is a problem. Emperor of 10,000 Laws, is there any way you can kill this group of dark blood bats without attracting the attention of the Dark Blood Bat King? Now that we have discovered the Dark Blood Bat has not yet discovered us, and when we meet, then we must fight. If you have any good ideas, hurry up and bring it up. Lu Qingyi asked. Use illusions, Yi Tian proposed. Illusion? Lu Qingyi's expression moved. You have a talent for illusion? Illusion talent is a very rare talent. She and Qin Zixuan neither have illusion talent. If they use illusion talent, it is indeed easy to avoid this group of dark blood bats. Well, I have a top-level illusion talent, Yi Tian admitted. That's great, Qin Zixuan on the side said excitedly. Sure enough, looking for you is the wisest decision. Wanfa Heavenly Emperor, this time it's up to you. Well, you're waiting here. Yi Tian teleported over. When he approached the dark blood bat beasts, he immediately unleashed his illusion talent. Rumble. The illusion talent suddenly enveloped the dark blood bat herd, creating an illusion for them. In the hallucination, they encountered another herd, and the two sides began to fight. Lu Qingyi, Qin Zixuan, you two go over quickly, Yi Tian said. Phew. Lu Qingyi and Qin Zixuan passed through the dark blood bat beast group, and this dark blood bat beast group didn't notice their existence at all, allowing them to pass through. When Lu Qingyi and Qin Zixuan flew far away, Yi Tiankai teleported away and soon disappeared. After Yi Tian left, this group of dark blood bat beasts recovered from the illusion. At this time, they only saw the corpses of their companions in one place, but they did not see the corpses of the enemies just now, and they were dumbfounded. So, they hurriedly contacted their king. After a while, the Dark Blood Bat King led countless dark blood bats to this area, but after investigating for a long time, he didn't find any problems. The three of them flew cautiously for a long time and finally came to a floating continent. That black gold unicorn beast is in a certain valley of this floating continent. Emperor of 10,000 Laws, your task is to contain this black gold unicorn beast, don't let it escape, and leave the matter of capture to me and Zixuan. We need to fight quickly. We must not stay here for too long, otherwise something will happen. Lu Qingyi made a battle plan and said, Understood, Yi Tianying said. Phew. The three of them flew into the floating continent, and then quickly flew to an incomparably large valley as indicated on the map. The valley is a beautiful environment, with birds and flowers, and a river running through the valley. In such an environment as the Dark Abyss, such a valley is undoubtedly a good place like a fairyland. Yi Tian's divine sense dispersed, and he soon noticed a fierce beast that resembled a unicorn. This fierce beast was completely black, like thick ink, its eyes were blood red, and the aura on its body was very powerful. Yi Tian and the three of them discovered the black gold Qilin beast, and the black gold Qilin beast naturally also discovered Yi Tian, Lu Qingyi, and Qin Zixuan. Shoot! Lu Qingyi said. Boom! 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 The three of them shot together, and the three attacks instantly shattered the valley, exposing the black gold unicorn hidden inside the valley. At this moment, the power of space filled this void, instantly freezing the space. At least 3% of the pseudo-mystical space talent. Yi Tian was both happy and slightly dignified. This kind of spatial talent is much stronger than him, and in the face of the black gold unicorn beast, his spatial talent is definitely at a disadvantage. But his task is not to suppress the black gold Kirinman, but to contain the black gold Kirinman. Space confinement. Yi Tian also used the spatial confinement to contend with the spatial confinement of the black gold unicorn beast. The two spatial talents clashed in the void, causing the space to vibrate. Abruptly, a large number of spatial blades slashed over, and the black gold unicorn beast wanted to use the spatial blade to kill Yi Tian and the others. Yi Tian waved his hand, and a large number of spatial blades counterattacked. Bang! 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 The space blade collided with the space blade, and Yi Tian's space blade was shattered in an instant, and it couldn't block the opponent's space blade at all. But after Yi Tian's space blade's blocking, the power of the opponent's space blade dropped a lot, and it couldn't hurt Yi Tian and the others at all. Then, the black gold unicorn beast launched a spatial shock again, and layers of spatial shocks attacked. If it weren't for the defense of the three of them being very strong, they would really be injured by the spatial shock. At the same time, the black gold Qilin beast also used spatial compression to squeeze Yi Tian and them, but it was partially offset by Yi Tian's spatial compression, so the black gold Qilin beast couldn't hurt it at all. Seeing that it couldn't hurt Yi Tian and the others, the black gold unicorn beast roared angrily, and immediately opened its mouth and spit out a colorless ball, which collided in an instant, enveloping Yi Tian's side. Not good. Yi Tian realized that something was wrong. This was definitely a means of spatial talent, but he didn't comprehend such an attack method, so he didn't know what kind of ability it was. It's a space ball. Lu Qingyi's face changed, and he immediately took out a small black arrow and shook it fiercely. Poof! The small black arrow pierced through the space ball, causing it to explode. Bang! The space inside the space ball was directly shattered into nothingness, and the void in front of it directly collapsed. At this time, Yi Tian finally understood the usefulness of the space ball, which was to smash the space.